This sad story is brought to you by Siba. That's her name.
We gotta talk about what is happening in Germany, more specifically what has been happening in Germany for a year now. Berlin now has what is called a cyber-brothel, meaning that the customers, who are majority men, have the option to rent out these AI dolls, and these dolls can have conversations with them, they can physically interact with them. The men also have the option to get, a VR headset, so it feels as real as possible even though they're only talking to a machine. They can book them for hours or even the entire night. Anybody with a couple of $100 can go to these AI dolls. Now, Philipp Fusenegger, who is, the owner of this, has said that people just feel more comfortable when they're talking to a machine because machines don't judge you. Is it that machines do not judge you, or is it that you can do whatever you want to a machine? Things that would be very illegal to do to a woman. Because we're getting incredibly concerning reports on these things. You are able to customize your dolls the way they look, their hair, their eyes, their skin, their size. You can even give them features that would normally be seen in, people who are below the age of 18. You can also, reinforce the mindset that when it comes to, heterosexual relationships, the only person whose actual desires and thoughts matter are the man's. The woman is just there to do whatever you want her to do. You're going to make it impossible for these men to have actual interactions with real-life human beings. We're also getting reports on, men asking for dolls with injuries, with blood, asking to do incredibly horrific and violent things to these dolls. Things that could land them in prison if they were to do that to an actual woman. But hey, that is just fantasy. It's not reality, right? We have never seen men who are interested in these types of things and who are consuming this type of content online or now in real life with these types of dolls actually targeting and being violent towards real life human beings, real life women. That has never happened before, and it will definitely not happen here. It is all just about, making sure men have a place where they can live out their depraved fantasy. Because God forbid a man is ever judged for wanting to be violent towards a woman, for wanting somebody that looks like a minor, for wanting a woman covered in bruises and injuries and blood. You should never judge a man for that. That's just the way they are, right? Also, they are saying, their workday begins with a doll shower, which just sounds like the nastiest things ever because they have to clean up all of these dolls after the men are done with them. They then put on this beautiful makeup on these dolls so they look like real women. One of the dolls is called Kokeshi. Her skin is described as super soft, and it even smells like perfume. 1 hour with her costs $100, and the owner himself says that it is very rare for female customers to come, but they do have a male doll for that, even though it gets used next to never, at least not by women. The owner says he wanted to create an art gallery, somewhere where you could interact with the art by using and abusing it. That is the way you're supposed to interact with art. He says after a few minutes, the doll adjusts to my body heat, and then it's very comfortable. At first, this was supposed to be temporary, but it got more and more popular. The way Kokeshi, welcomes these men is by saying, "Hi, I am Kokeshi. I'm an intergalactic being. It's my cosmic mission to bring the intercourse of the future to the Earth." The person behind the voice is a real-life human being. There's a camera, and she can see everything that is happening, so she can also react to what is happening, I guess. She wants to stay anonymous and calls herself Aphrodite. She does say she's trying to, also teach consent to these adult men. If somebody just, kind of jumps her, she says she'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, please ask me before you do this." Now, what do these dolls look like? They look like all the women out there, all real-life women. A very big chest next to no waist, because organs are not necessary when you're a woman, and very long legs. That's super educational for the men, because that is what the founder is saying, that he wants the men to be free to explore and to also maybe learn something out of this.
Let me start off by saying this, right? This is really sad. AI is what taking over. We can see that shit in our phones, in our computers, TV, whatever. Even at work, a lot of things are AI now, right? I've never heard of this before, so one of you people sent me this video. This is a sad situation that men have to go to a doll now to get sex. And I know some of these men have these crazy fantasies that they can't do to a real human being. I think that's a good place for those type of men to go there and take it out on a doll than actually taking it out on a real human being, if they're gonna do it regardless, right? But one thing that really made me throw up almost is that she said that some of them, they can program the doll, make it look like that she's underage. Yeah, they need to use those dolls to catch the fucking predators, man. Because if this is what they're fucking asking for, what they were doing before these dolls were available for you guys, what they were doing. Yeah, those people need to be investigated, man. That's some sick fuck shit. Ugh. Never bring yourself this low that you have to go to a robot. You know how to say watching porn is really bad, right? You think watching porn is bad? This is some next type of dopamine in your brain that you ain't gonna leave your house eventually, man. Men already don't leave no house because they got everything at home. I'm talking about a sock and a lotion and a big ass screen. They can type in whatever floats their boat, whatever the thing is, the fetish, and watch it. But this is next level shit because you are actually entering yourself in something and this thing's talking to you, saying your name. This is getting crazier. This type of dopamine, this shit is gonna like release in your brain that eventually you won't even look at a woman because the type of things that a robot is gonna be doing for you ain't no human being probably be doing it, man. And it's sad. This is where we're about to leave the touch in humanity slowly. Human beings having fucking sex with robots now. What's next? Something scary, man. Fellas, don't fall for this shit. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, they're gonna start selling this shit to every household. You know how you have fucking Alexa? Every person gonna have one of them things in the crib. Imagine that. This is next level loneliness. I don't really see myself ever indulging in these type of things. I like real women too much to be fucking around with a robot, man. That's some weird shit, man. Fellas, this is also gonna kill your drive as a man. Cause as a man, you wanna be the cat, so it's gonna make you wanna go to the gym, make money. If you have this at home, you're not doing shit. You're gonna be overweight. You don't give a fuck about attracting anything, cause that robot is gonna tell you everything that you wanna hear. Zero drive, and that's how you kill yourself inside, man. Peace and love, fellas.